My name is R.C.Riley, and I am a writer and a performer. I come from a background where it's seen as a huge sin to be anything other than heterosexual. And so part of my story is actually accepting myself for who I am. I identify as queer. So I'm very comfortable dating a cis male, a cis female, dating someone who's transgender, non-gender conforming. I don't have a problem dating another human being who's a wonderful person and who I share values with. I had finally decided that I was tired of putting on two faces. I had been living a double life for a very long time. For people who didn't know that I identified as queer, I would allow them to think that I was heterosexual. I wouldn't correct them if they would say, oh, we're trying to find you a good this or a good that, for multiple reasons. Number one, because I'm open to dating anybody, it wasn't offensive to me, but I knew that they would only try to suggest that I date a man, for instance, because they assumed that I was heterosexual. I never corrected them. It just got to the point where I was confused. I would forget who I had to act like this with and who I couldn't tell that with, and I decided that I'm going to be me fully in front of everyone. And once I decided that, then I felt comfortable putting pen to paper and performing my story. So my solo show entitled Wrong Way Journey is all about my healing from a sexual assault. I think that a lot of people, when they go through this healing process from any traumatic experience, they don't often share all the different phases that they go through. A lot of times you blame yourself, you're embarrassed, and so you just don't want to tell people the things that you've done. And so in my solo show, I really bear all. I talk about how I went through a period of wanting to commit suicide. I went through a period of being very promiscuous. I went through a period of hating everybody and being very upset with God for allowing such a thing to happen to me. But then I also got on the other side of that, and I went to therapy, I talked to more people, and I got on this journey towards healing and wholeness that really liberated me. And so I continue to write and perform my story because I think that now that I am in a place of healing and liberation, it's a responsibility and a joy to help other people become liberated as well. In fact, I did an interview last year for Sexual Assault Awareness Month with NBC, and there was a woman who watched that interview, and then afterwards she sent me an email and she said that she had never heard anybody say that it's perfectly acceptable, normal, that it could take you 15, 20 years to get to a certain place in your healing process. And she just needed to hear that. She just needed to hear that even though it's been 15, 20 years since it happened, it still hurts me and I'm still dealing with it. She felt, I think, ashamed that it was taking her so long to move on. There was a part of me that felt like I would never be able to have authentic relationships with very many people because they wouldn't accept who I am. So through my art, I've been able to kind of break the barriers and realize that we may not agree on everything, but that I can be authentic. Not only I can, but I should be authentic. Not only that I should, I need to be authentic in order to live a healthy whole life. I'm working on a couple of projects, so hopefully in the near future, maybe you'll see a TV series that I'm working on, hopefully. I'm also co-writing a show with this wonderful artist. I have a lot of things in the works right now. So you will be hearing and seeing a lot of me soon.